I got a secret.
Lights. Thank you for enlightening.
Yes.
Om Ajnanasya Sananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunnilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishnaprishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Veshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna. So there are some devotees who have come for the first time to this program. Can we have some small introduction? Everybody knows. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. I am Dheeraj Kumar and I am connected with Youth Forum Grace Third Forum. So I've been here in Bangalore from past 4 years.
Your wife has come.
My wife is Krishna Kirti and my daughter is Ishwari Radhika.
I'm the Sir batch
Hmm.
in 2022. And I am in class 8 year.
Hmm.
There you go.
Thank you.
Myself and Ekta.
Correct. Yes.
Atif Rose.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else has come for the first time? He looks like Balkrishna Prabhu.
I was about to tell you.
So, we discussed from Bhagavad Gita 2.62, 63. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषोपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति हरे कृष्णा जय इमाम प्रभु So, if we have observed in our entire life, there is something very interesting happens in all of our life. You know what? That is questions and answers. If you say in our entire life, one of our purpose also becomes question and answers. There is always somebody is asking question, or we are asking question, we are seeking answers, or somebody is asking questions, we are answering. So in one way we can say life is nothing but Q&A. Do you agree? So now if somebody is about to get married, you know how many questions they ask? Some devotees come to me, they have 250 questions to ask and 150 expectations from the girl. So like that, and our question answer starts from the time we get up in the morning, before getting up in the morning. So you kept alarm at 4:30, 5 o'clock, alarm rings, there is a question, should I wake up or continue to be in my eternal position, identity? Right? So this question answers keeps on going in our life. And if you go to a company, they ask question, what have you studied? And you ask question, what is my salary? So if you get proper answers, there you keep sticking on to that place. If you don't get answer, you move on. Right? So life is nothing but question and answers. So one of the important question for today's program, at the end, what is the menu? So that may inspire us. But yes, definitely this is very interesting question and answers. And if you see the scriptures, even the entire scriptures are also nothing but question and answers. Right? You take any scripture, there is question and answers. So when I started studying astrology, so I thought it is something very big philosophy or something. When I started studying, it is a question answer between Parashara and Maitreya. Maitreya is asking question, Parashara is the father of Vyasa, he is answering his questions. And that is entire text astrology. So similarly, Bhagavad Gita is also inspired by question and answers. So what is the main question?
What did my sons
Huh?
and Pandavas do?
Yeah. So there is a question, Arjuna is asking, Krishna is answering. Bhagavatam is nothing but question and answers. So everywhere there is question and there is answer, there is question and there is answer. So in the Bhagavad Gita, you can say it is not a book of commandments. Generally, in Christian philosophy, they say, no, it is a commandment. You need to follow these 10 commandments, 10 rules. But here it is not commandments. It is a book of choice. But interestingly, Bhagavad Gita, when people read, they don't understand. Very difficult to understand, they say. Even though Bhagavad Gita is an open secret, it is open. But when we read, we don't understand. Why? Anybody would like to answer? When we read scriptures, it's not easy to understand. Why?
We don't approach in a proper mood.
We don't approach in a proper mode. Nice point.
The secret of scriptures lies in the heart of Guru.
Secret of scripture lies in the heart of Guru. So how I should? I am studying, it is not happening. I am not able to understand.
Without Guru, we are not.
So now, without Guru means, what I should get from Guru?
Surrendering to Guru.
Surrendering to Guru. Okay. Yes, Hemant.
Actually, this is called revealed knowledge, so we have to please Tadvidi Pranipakena Paripashya. So then, when he is pleased, he imparts our truth. On our own, it will look like theoretical knowledge, but when he is pleased, then we are.
Okay. Any answer? Any other answer?
We are not open-minded to understand. We have our own preconceived understandings. So if we block our what Allah is telling, we interpret according to our own meanings and answers.
Yeah. Even if somebody is a Sanskrit scholar, he may know Sanskrit in and out. Somebody may know English very nicely, good command over this language. or whatever subject language it is written. That's what sometimes I used to ask when I was teaching Bhakti Shastri. Bhagavad Gita is written in which language? What is your answer? Sanskrit? So if somebody knows Sanskrit, they can understand? No. So Bhagavad Gita is written in the language of Sanskrit. But if you know Sanskrit, there are so many Sanskrit scholars. But have they understood Bhagavad Gita? No. Then, the big contradiction, right? How to solve this puzzle? Don't study Bhagavad Gita. Anyway, you're not going to understand why to break your head. So, what is the solution?
But Prabhupada's Bhagavata, anyone can understand. Prabhupada always gives a conclusion every.
Really? How about now? You're right. Here only we can find out.
I heard people somewhere in the jungles of Africa, they simply read and they start chanting. They don't know how to pronounce also. They say, Hare Krishna, give some stories they have heard.
Correct.
So they start following the process by reading Prabhupada. So the way to understand is through Guru as it is. Prabhupada is like Shiksha Bhagavan. So he is telling us.
Okay. So before coming to that point, I'll tell you what language Bhagavad Gita is written. You want to know?
Language love.
The Bhagavad Gita is written in the language of devotion. Like for example, anybody accountant here? Commerce background? You're a commerce background. So when I give you a balance sheet, you can read, right? Now somebody most of them are engineers. If I give them balance sheet, they can't read. And in the entire balance sheet, what are there? Numbers. You know numbers. She also knows numbers. But when I show a balance sheet, she knows about my business top to bottom. But you know zero about my business. Because balance sheet is written in the language of accounts. So to understand the balance sheet accounts paper, you need to know the language of accounts, not mathematics. Even though it is written in numbers. Right? Like similarly, when we talk about any other subject you take, like for example, I have a skin problem. Something has happened. I come and show you. So what you may say, there is some problem. You apply this ointment or something. I also had got this problem 2 years back, so the doctor gave me this ointment, and because of some heat or cold or something. So this is what we say. But when you go to a skin doctor, dermatologist, what he will say? As soon as he sees the skin problem, he can talk about this wound for 1 hour. He has so much knowledge about that. Because he knows the language of medicine. So similarly, for Bhagavad Gita to understand, we need to know the language of devotion, language of bhakti. Doesn't matter whether you know Sanskrit or not. And Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj was illiterate. He was not in a position to read even Sanskrit or English or Kannada or Bengali, nothing. But still he is considered as one of the parampara. We worship him every day. So language doesn't matter. The external material language doesn't matter. What matters is the language of bhakti. That is why one of the very interesting point Prabhupada writes in the introduction to Bhagavad Gita. You are reading Bhagavad Gita, even if you don't believe Krishna is God, no problem. But at least theoretically accept. That means Prabhupada is pulling the reader to understand the language of devotion. At least understand, until you understand that yes, Krishna is God. Theoretically believe, then only you come to your senses, then you can read and something can go inside. that is it. So Bhagavad Gita is written in the language of devotion, and Bhagavad Gita also is a book of psychology. It is psychology. Actually, what Krishna was trying to teach Arjuna. In the entire Bhagavad Gita, 700 verses, there is not even a single verse where Krishna is teaching some technique to Arjuna, how to fight. Krishna is not telling Arjuna, when you hold Brahmastra, take from the right hand and hold it like, no. There is nothing like that, Krishna is explaining. Not even a single technique which Krishna is actually teaching Arjuna. So entire Bhagavad, because Arjuna was a champion among the champions when it comes to archery. So he was not in need of any techniques. So meaning he was not lacking any skill, but he was lacking will to fight. He was not lacking any skill, but he was lacking will to fight. So Krishna has to teach Arjuna what he has to change his perception of life. So Krishna was trying to go deeper in the roots of Arjuna's understanding. He changed Arjuna's perspective. So similarly in our life also, we all live with our own understanding about life, our own understanding about marriage. Recently, nowadays things are going, so many people are speaking so many things in the social media. Some people say, very important, you should drink water as much as possible. 4 liters, 5 liters, 6 liters, drink as much as possible. Another video, water should be taken care very nice, means you should be very, you cannot just drink how much ever you want. Very limited. Don't drink water because your bones will become loosened. So many philosophies. Some people say, eat fruits in the morning. Some people say you should eat fruits only in the night. You are seeing that? All complete strange ideas. So, if we are trying to understand anything through social media, we go nowhere. Recently, I had one, I was just discussing with him, in on social media, one podcast, some short video. In that, one lady, she is a big psychologist, about counselor, relationship counselor, big post she has got. And she is speaking, before getting married, be very careful. Just don't get married just like that. If you feel you need a companion, you need a partner who is emotional support, or you want to have sex life, just this is only your concern, don't marry. This is what she is promoting. Now my question is, yes, this is what I need. So what I should do then? I need a partner, I need a physical pleasure, emotional support. These two things are very important for me. She's saying, if this is the thing, don't marry. Then what I should do? So this is very clearly, there is a message behind the statement also. There is a message behind that also. What is the message? Huh? You don't have to marry. Don't have any commitment. If these are all small pleasures, you can enjoy outside also. Then for marriage, why you need marriage then? So that is why recently, like yesterday only, some of our school friends, we had a reunion. So one boy, he got married, his wife left him, his parents died, he was alone. He thought, okay, I'm alone, aramse I can live. 3-4 years, he said, after 4 years, I became mad. He said, Anand, we should never live alone in our life. He was saying, that is his realization, latest realization. So we need to always have somebody. And with that somebody, many people think that, okay, only for this, I need somebody so that I can fulfill some of my desires. That is not the purpose. So then, when we are with somebody, when we are in association, maybe with wife, parents, friends, or devotees, lot of purification happens. Lot of purification. Children, do you think children just give pleasure? Ask Mataji. More pain, less pleasure. But that pain also gives us pleasure. Because they are dependent on us, we have been given the opportunity to take care of them. But not easy. Life is not easy. So bachelor life, it has one set of problems. Married life, another set of problems. One kid, some more different set of problems. 2 kids, different set of problems. And by the time you keep raising them, they come to teenage, different set of problems. About to get married, different set of problems. And they get married, different set of problems. So every stage, there are going to be problems. Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam is very, very, very much there. So in all these things, with so many problems, still striking a balance in life is a challenge. Is what required. So I don't know how many of you remember. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. So from 2:30 to 3:30 we were in meeting for Bhakti Shastri class. All devotees were glorifying Ananta Leela Prabhu. So very important role he has taken in that Bhakti Shastri. He is coordinating everything. I don't know how many of you know they have launched a new website, app also. Many things they are doing. Wonderful job. Very inspiring. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. After that I had one more meeting. I could not go. Then I came here. We had Maharaj this time. Radhananda Rajpuja we were celebrating in Jagannath Mandir. So we had meeting. So we could not. Okay. So with this background, we will try to understand this interesting verse from Bhagavad Gita, which says, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha Sangasteshu Pajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamat Krodhopi Jayate. How many of you have read this sloka? So many times we have read, heard. So very interesting, very important verse. What exactly it is saying here? Who would like to tell? Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha means what?
Vishaya means someone sinful activity.
Vishaya means?
Vishaya means sinful
Sense objects. Objects of the senses.
Vishaya means a subject. You can take as a subject. So Dhyayato means meditation. Dhyana means one of the very important meaning is meditation. So what is saying, Krishna is saying here, Dhyayato Vishaya. When you meditate on any subject or any object or any subject or any person also one subject. So when you meditate on something, what happens?
Should I hold?
You associate.
You don't associate, you want to associate. Sangat, see Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa, whenever you start meditating upon something, you want to associate. There is very subtle Sukshmata is there here. Here, I'll give you an example. Once I was living in a base before marriage. All of you know Shubha Vilas Prabhu. He is the first person who got transcend audio. I don't know how many of you have heard. Nowadays, all mobile only you can hear lectures. Earlier, mobiles were button phones. And if you want to hear lecture, there was a transcend MP3 player it is called. He got 216 MB. Yeah, 512 MB he got. And then he was every day he was putting in the morning and he was not speaking anything, just always absorbed and he's doing things. And then when I went and asked, Prabhu, what is that? Then he said, this is MP3 player. What do you mean by MP3 player? Then he showed me transcend. You can store 25 lectures, he said. Now we have ocean of content we can store. But at that time 25 lectures was a big thing. He said, I have 20 lectures and around 50 kirtans. That was how. Then it was a Vishaya for me, new Vishaya, new subject. Then I heard about it. So then I went to office, I was just thinking, wow, that was so nice. Then meditation started. Wow, then very nice. Then I came back, night again he's wearing. Then I said, where all you can? Then he said, I can use it anywhere. Then he got on speaker while taking bath also, he was putting kirtan and he was playing kirtan. So everywhere he started using. Then I also started thinking about meditating. Then immediately I got a kama, desire. What was that? I want to establish Sangha with that. That is Sangha. Now that means either I want to own it, or I want to have it, or I want to own it. Relationship, Sambandha. So then I asked Prabhu, so I also want. So then 512 GB, I don't know, I forgot. Then he was saying it was 3,000 or something. If your budget is less, then 216 GB you can go, half of that. So that is around half the price, like 1,500, 2,000 or something. In that, how many lectures we can store 10 lectures, he said. In his 25 lectures. So then anyway, I also got it. Then that's how Sanghas Tesha Upajayate. Then from Sangha comes Sanjayate Kama, the desire will come. From desire, so now desire is there, I want to own it. Because desire is there, I want to have it. If I have it, I want more. If I don't get it, I get krodha, anger. Why I didn't get it? This is what happens in life now. We are looking for something. If we get it, we become more greedy. If we don't get it, angry. Why? What is problem with me? I am qualified than him. Why he got? Why I didn't get? So many questions will come. Then kamat krodhopi jayate. So now this is a concept which we have to discuss about meditation. So in life, meditation is very, very important. So how many of you do meditation here? Everybody? Mantra meditation? You all do?
Mantra uttering.
You are just, these answers are coming good. Mantra meditation, how many of you are doing? See, nobody is doing. Okay, mantra, I accept. We all agree that we all are doing mantra meditation. Let us keep mantra meditation aside. Other than that, any meditation we are doing? You all are liars. Huh?
For objects, we
For everything. I will tell you, if you don't meditate on something, you don't get it. Every creation happens twice. You know this? Every creation, if it has to happen twice minimum. Like for example, if you want to construct a house, first where do you construct? On a paper. First mind. There is a creation. That mind you put it on the paper. Then you give it to civil engineer. Then he will make corrections and then the creation will come. Right? How many times you get married? At least twice. First you decide, yes, I want to get married. Then you get on profile, something matching, almost you have started discussing. Then you already decided, I want to marry this girl only. So many times you have married that girl also. And before engagement, that gets cancelled. Possibilities, right? So in life, for anything, actually we have to meditate. This is Krishna. Here we are talking about meditation. Spiritually, we are meditating so that we want to get connected. Sangha of Krishna. So now even in our ordinary normal life, every day from the morning till night, there is strong meditation. 31 days you meditate on the 31st day salary. Right? All of you get email right from the company. Please find attached your salary slip. If your salary slip is not attached, we will understand how attached you are to the attachment. How much you are attached to your attachment. That will, you will come to know only when that attachment is not there on the 31st email, what you get. Right? So that email is very important. That attachment is very important. So even with the work also, right? Whatever work your boss, managers are assigned, and you have to meditate. And what about tomorrow's breakfast? What to cook? Every day, my mother, 65 years, she's been cooking. Now also, what to cook in the morning? She asked. My wife also same question. Almost all the ladies they have the same question. Now after hearing all these things, I made a breakfast list. I made it. If anybody wants, let me know. Ping me, I will send you. 70 items I have made. 70 items. So I made a list. I told her, if you want, I will make it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday also. She said, this is the sufficient. Because the moment you organize, life becomes little easy. You just bring in some discipline, life becomes easy. So these organizing skills, discipline, if we can learn, we can achieve a lot actually. Same time, you can achieve more, provided if you are disciplined. If there is a plan. There is a saying in English, if you are failing to plan, that means you are planning to fail. Very simple but very deep. If you are failing to plan, that means you are planning to fail. So anything and everything, whatever we are doing, so please try to plan. Make a plan. So write it on paper. Even many psychologists, they say, those who have written their goals on the paper, 80% of them, they will achieve it. Those who have not written in their goals on the paper itself, they are still thinking that, okay, I have a goal. So during my college days, my physics professor, so he used to say, so today is what? Sunday? Right? 21st. Okay. Coming Thursday evening, 8:30, what will you be doing? If somebody asks, you should know, you should have the plan ready. So that means, it is not that you have to make a plan, you need to stick on to that. Try to stick on to that, you will achieve a lot. If not, at least 80% you will achieve. At least 60% you will achieve. If there is no plan. I'll tell you my own experience when I started studying Prabhupada books. So I used to study sometimes purport in the first canto. When you take Bhagavatam, sometimes when you read the book content thickness, you get depression. It is too much. And first canto, second canto, until you cross third canto, it is a lot of technicalities. You really need to push yourself. So when I started reading, so some purports, especially first canto, is filled with Prabhupada's realization. So much of input. You know why? Because Prabhupada, before going to US, he wrote only first one canto. 3 volumes he wrote first canto. So whatever Prabhupada wanted to give, most of the things he has put in first canto. So when you start reading first canto itself, you may feel inferiority complex. I'm not able to. And sometimes I used to read like 5 shlokas. Sometimes one shloka, 3 pages purports. And you get tired. In the mind, you know what my mind is saying? You have read a lot today. Because 2 pages purports you have read. So mind also is trying to convince. Then I did this for many months. And I was not able to even cross one book also. Then I decided, I think somewhere I am going wrong. Then I started really meditating. Day and night I was meditating. How can I complete Prabhupada books? Because I started putting pressure on myself, saying that anytime I may die, we speak big philosophy. So let me apply that here. Rather than saying for family and relatives, you cannot tell your wife, anytime I can die. So today whole day I will stay in temple only. This doesn't work. This is not practical. So for reading Prabhupada books, yes, this applies. It gives wonderful boost. So anytime I may die, before I die, at least once I should read Prabhupada books. So that was my goal. So then I sat in front of books for one day. I didn't study. I just found out how many chapters are there in the Bhagavatam. How many cantos? 12 cantos. How many chapters? Overall 12 cantos? 335 chapters. So then each canto is how much? You know, if you have read till 9 cantos, anybody has read? 9 canto finished or finished? Huh? Finished. Entire Bhagavatam is finished. Oh, wonderful. So till 9 cantos, I was thinking 9, 12, 10, 11, 12. 3 more chapters. Almost 70% I have done. But actually, if you have read till 9 cantos, you have done only 33%. Because 10th canto itself has 90 chapters. So 345 plus 90 plus 11th canto and 12th canto, another 100 chapters. So almost 250 chapters, 240, less than 250 chapters are there in 10, 11, 12 cantos. So first to 9 cantos you have completed means only 30%. See, when I am giving you these statistics, you can also plan your life. Same thing with all other aspects of life also. So then I decided, then I opened first canto, how many chapters are there? 19 chapters are there. But from last 6 months I have not even completed 3 chapters. What am I doing? First canto 19 chapters. Then I decided every month 1 canto I should complete. So thinking like this is fine, but again you need to break down. So 1 month 1 canto means 1 canto has how many chapters? First canto has 19 chapters. Second canto is approximately 20 plus or minus 1 or 2, 3. So then every canto means 1 month means 20 chapters I need to study. So that every chapter is how many slokas? Every chapter contains approximately 40 to 50 slokas. So that means one chapter to complete 30 days, 19 chapters. Per day, 2 days, 1 chapter at least. 2 days, 1.5 chapters I should complete. Or at least take 1 chapter. 2 day, 1 chapter means 19 chapters, 38 days. Fine, reasonable. So 38 days, 1 canto you can complete. For that, you need to complete 1 chapter per day. Per day. And then again I further went on, further analyzing it. Each chapter, how much time I take to study. Now, here comes the crux of the game. The game is, one thing is, if you read regularly, you speed up. Your speed will increase. Every day you study, your speed will increase. First time when you take, even if you can read 1 sloka, 1 purport is a big thing, big achievement. Second day, maybe 2 slokas. Third day, maybe 2 slokas only again. Fourth day, again 3 slokas. But after 6 months, you can read 1 chapter, provided you maintain that speed. Another important thing is, one is speed, second thing is our consciousness. If my consciousness is highly positively spirited, then only I can sit and open the book. Most of us, we are not able to even open the book because the spirit is lost. That is why I say the difference between one of the difference between modern education and Vedic education is what? Life is a journey. In journey, what are the two things are very important? Destination and journey itself. Speed. How fast you can reach the destination. What are the two things important in the journey? Destination, speed. Now, modern education is focused on the speed. Vedic education is focused on the destination or the purpose or a GPS. Vedic education actually gives us a GPS, where you have to go, which direction you have to go. Direction and speed, these two things are important. But modern education is just focused on speeding up. You buy better car, buy this electric car, buy this automatic car. You can speed up faster, you can speed up. Okay sir, I can speed up if I buy this car, but where am I going? Where I have to go? Shh, don't ask that. Focus on the speed. You can achieve anything. These are motivation speakers say. You can achieve anything if you are focused. Is it? Not at all. So there is so many things. There is karma. With the karma, whatever we want to achieve, there is karma, we need to perform act. Then there is kala. There is time also. Then there is phala. So right time also has to come. Just focus is not sufficient. Right? You need there has to be focus. There has to be a time. Which time? Who will give the time? I can give my own time? No. Krishna has to bless the time, and then the phala will come. So many times that's what happens. Whenever people go to pray to Krishna also, they pray to Krishna and they don't give time to Krishna to fulfill. We want immediately to things happen. So many people say, Prabhu, I prayed to Krishna from last 6 months, but I am not getting what I am asking. So Krishna knows when to give. You have patience, but people don't want to. So this dhyana, coming to the point, this dhyana, this meditation is very important. So every day we are meditating. The only question is, on what we are meditating matters a lot. So that's why it says, what consumes your mind controls your life. Very deep point. I'll repeat. What consumes your mind controls your life. So now what content we are consuming every day, so that is what our life also. That is why this mobile app, whatever has come, it actually works like our mind only. So if you want to know what content you have consumed, go to history. So go to history, whether it is YouTube or Google and Instagram. In the history, videos will show that is the genre you have searched. So whatever the history shows, that is what. So similarly, our mind also works like that. Whatever content we have consumed, whatever meditation we have done, those thoughts will be there predominantly. So that's what in the Bhakti Shastri class I was giving this example. Hope Mataji remembers. When we do this Google search, so there was one boy who was very much addicted to Bollywood movies. And whenever you would get time, you would go to website and type Bollywood. After some time, it so became that if you just type B, what comes? Bollywood comes. He doesn't have to type. See, this is how our mind works. Don't think that this digital people, they have created something. No, our mind also works like that. So just type B, Bollywood will come. You don't have to put effort only. Without effort, you are getting what you want. Because that much effort you have already put, double the effort. Now, 3 years you have been seeing. 3 years you want to change your life, but again we come back to relax, you type B immediately. Sometimes you don't have to type, just open the Google Chrome, it will automatically show the website also. So now what to do? So this boy was, after 3 years continuously watching all these movies, he was frustrated. He thought, no, I want to change. What to do? He didn't know what to do. Again, whole day he would go to work and come back. Again, type B, Bollywood would come. So then he was fried out. Then suddenly he met one devotee, ISKCON devotee. He said, please come to our Bhagavad Gita class. And he heard a very terrific Bhagavad Gita class. He was impressed. He said, my life I will change. They said, you should read Bhagavad Gita. Yes, I will read from today. I was waiting for something like this, sir. Today night I am going to sit in my room and read Bhagavad Gita. Sir, soft copy is available. Everything is available on the website. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. He comes home, locks the room. He opens the computer. Google Chrome is open. Now what he wants to study, and he types. What comes? What he does? Bollywood only will go. See, the intention is very clear, desire is very clear, what he wants to do he is very clear. But what is happening? His previous history is not allowing him to break his pattern. See, all of us, we have made a certain pattern in our mind or in our lifestyle also, and we work based on this pattern only. Anybody we say, no, the devotee fell down, this devotee fell down, somebody, all this falling down, everything, even in our life we also fall down. All this happens in only one particular pattern only. If you analyze, suddenly today you are waiting, suddenly nothing will happen. Suddenly some thought may come, some provocation may come, but everything happens based on the pattern which we have created. Just think and meditate whenever you are free. These are the concepts actually we should meditate upon. So this devotee who want to become a devotee, he comes and types B, Bollywood comes, and finally he presses Bollywood. After 2 hours he realizes, che, what did I do? I came to study Bhagavad Gita. Okay, tomorrow anyway, the Prabhu has called me. Again tomorrow he goes to Bhagavad Gita class, he gets inspired, again he comes back, opens the thing, again types B, Bollywood comes. Now for him to read Bhagavad Gita, what he should do now? Backspace? No. B is required, na? Huh? You have to type H. Yes. No, Bhagavad Gita also if you type it will come. It will show everything. Spelling mistake is also fine. So what do you do? B. Now he has typed B. It is showing Bollywood. Now his heart, his intelligence wants to type BAGA, and to type that it is very heavy, it is very painful. Because in our life there is pleasure and pain, and what we want, our mind always wants, when there is option between pleasure and pain, our mind always chooses pleasure only. Now if somebody is smoking or drinking, so you tell him you should not smoke. Then for him, giving up smoking is pain. Giving up smoking is pain. But smoking is bad, he knows it. He knows smoking is bad, he knows drinking is bad, but still he is smoking. Why? Why? Because it is giving pleasure to him. It is giving pleasure to him. Now after 10 years, 15 years he has been smoking, then suddenly he gets one heart attack. He goes to doctor, cardiologist, and cardiologist says, you have a heart problem, do you smoke? And wife says, morning to night he is just smoking. Then he says, if you want your life, if you want to live, you should stop smoking. Then it hits him. Now he is smoking pleasure or pain? Pain. And giving up smoking is also pain. What is bigger pain? Dying. So this is bigger. So what they do? They give up. So similarly, our mind also, now I have typed B, Bollywood is showing what I want, Vishaya, Dhyayato Vishaya, whatever I have been meditating, that Vishaya is present right in front of me. Now to say no for that is very difficult. And just to type BAGA, that 3-4 letters, very easy, but becomes very difficult. Why? What I am saying is, the choices what comes in our life, to choose, to make the right choice is very difficult. And somehow you need to, with a lot of pain, type A, G, A, V, A, T, Bhagavad Gita. Enter. What comes? Bhagavad Gita comes. Then you read, wow. 3 years I've been watching Bollywood. I never got this much pleasure. The first day I read Bhagavad Gita, what a pleasure. So I'm so happy. And close the laptop and sleep. Again tomorrow morning you did everything. Again evening you came. Today again I will read Bhagavad Gita. You open the laptop, you type B, what comes? Bollywood only comes. Why? All technical people can explain why Bollywood only is coming. Huh? Number of occurrences. Any other technical way of explaining that?
DFID break.
Huh?
It called as term frequency and IDF mixer. Like how many times we use?
We have searched.
Yeah, so word count will be there.
Okay.
Out of these many words, we have searched this particular word. Based on that, ranking will be there. So based on that rank, recommendation system will work.
So the entire algorithm, you know about it. So entire algorithm they have made in such a way that whatever you search, the same thing will again give options. Autofilling, options, everything it will come. Same with the mind. Same mind also works like that only. So it is autofilling or autocorrect or options are given. So now if I type B, Bhagavad Gita should come. That is my ultimate desire. What I should do? All technical people. Mataji, is anybody knows? When I type B, Bhagavad Gita should come. What I should do?
Type every day until we exceed that.
Delete the
No, deleting option is not there.
The number of searches. Train the model based on the search format.
Huh?
It is tolerate and after B we should type H. So we have to tolerate whenever we are spushing the master spursion. So if we are able to tolerate the B, if it is giving pleasure of Bollywood, if we are able to tolerate that pleasure, we can move forward in time actually. Then slowly we will develop the higher taste for Bhagavad Gita.
No, that is right. Now my question is, if I type B, Bhagavad Gita should come, Bollywood should not come.
Simply, there is one thing called SEO, search engine optimization.
Oh.
So, search engine optimization is like you will train the model based on that particular, like Bhagavad Gita is there, right? So BAGA, sometimes we will send them, some words will be BAGA, then BHA, GA, like that. Like different Bhagavad Gita will be there, but spellings will be different.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get the answer. If I type B, Bhagavad Gita should come. What I should do?
So yeah, 3 years you have searched Bollywood. Another 3 years search the Gita. More than 3 years.
Yeah, this is what I also thought. Any other way?
I have different solutions. We should go in front of the laptop and we should close our eyes and type Bhagavad Gita.
So basically, what we are trying to do is, you need to search Bhagavad Gita so many times that the history should get erased, or history should go to background. Then Bhagavad Gita should come in the forefront. So for that, that much meditation should also happen. What consumes your mind controls your life. So what are we consuming every day? If every day you are consuming Bhagavad Gita, definitely Bhagavad Gita will come in the forefront. Right? Sometimes Bollywood, sometimes different wood, sandalwood, and then Bhagavad Gita also a little bit. So then what comes? Same. Google also will give you options like that only. Sometimes we give Bollywood, sometimes options, different options will come. So for all these things to understand, first then we have to understand how the mind works. So I was just thinking when I wanted to come, what topic I should speak on. Then I realized we have so many IYF devotees, and we have IYF devotees' wives, and many of them may not know the philosophy thoroughly. So both of them should, our discussion should help both of them. So what topic I should speak? Then I thought I will speak some basic philosophy only about the mind. So for them it is new. First time they are hearing, they will also be very happy. And second time, third time, fourth time, whatever you people are hearing, you will also understand how this basic philosophy can be presented in a better way. And refreshing also. So now let us discuss something about the mind. So before that I need to ask some questions. So all of us, how many senses we have? IYF boys are failures. They are saying 6, fail. 10 senses, 11 senses.
Karmendriyas, Gyanendriyas, 11.
Yeah, basically we all have 10 senses. 5 Jnanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas. Let us you will say. What are the 5 Jnanendriyas?
Can do
Eyes, eye, skin, ear, tongue, nose. 5 Panchendriyas. Karmendriyas? Hands, legs, mouth, anus and genitals. These are the 5 working senses and 5 Jnanendriyas. Then this from 5 Jnanendriyas, what jnana we are getting? It is called 5 tanmatras. You might have heard these words, but you may not know what is it. What are these 5 tanmatras? These 5 sense objects is called Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Sparsha, Rasa, Gandha. Connected to this 5. And there are 5 Panchabhutas. What are the 5 Panchabhutas? Bhumi, Rapo, Anala, Vayu. Earth, water, air, fire and ether. So there is Pancha Jnanendriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas, Pancha Tanmatras, Pancha Bhutas, and this entire creation, this Pancha becomes Prapancha. This entire creation, it is only this Pancha is only there. With all this 20 elements, this entire creation is made. Plus mind, intelligence and ego and soul. Next level. So first level is
24,000.
totally 24.
They call soul or chitta, they call it. Chitta consciousness.
That is consciousness. Yeah. Anyway, I am not going to that test. I am just in the senses only. So 5 Jnanendriyas, all of you understood now. 5 Panchendriyas, all of you understood now. Now, I will come and keep here a bowl, transparent bowl filled with rasmalai. Okay. Already I can see the smile. So a bowl full of rasmalai is here on my table in front of all of you. Now, what do you do? You can. I tell anybody wants what if you want you can take and eat. So what do you do?
We'll ask you.
Already tulsi leaves are visible, and this kesar badam is there, and some pista small pista powder are put. So
First we'll hear, then we'll see.
by the time you hear and see, already it is over. So yeah, this is in a similar fashion. When I was talking to some boys, so I told them same example I gave. I have a bowl of rasmalai here, and I tell you to eat. What do you do? Only what is it? I immediately dive from there because by the time I get up and walk and get, I don't know whether it is available. Okay, fun part. Now let us come to the technical part of it. Bowl of rasmalai is there. Now you want to eat. What happens? You come here and take and eat and you enjoy. That's all, right? No, there is so much behind. There is so much function happens. Now what happens here is, now I have kept a rasmalai. Now when you see the rasmalai, what is your thought? I want to enjoy. Why that thought is coming? That is the point. Because there is already history, there is already experience. What is the experience? It is sweet experience. If I keep Kerala pakoras, Kerala sabji. Bro, it's okay, bro. You have it, bro. You have it. Because why? Because previous experience you had, which was bitter. Right? So now, before discussing this, again we need to see what happens in the mind. What happens in the mind? We should understand that. So mind is a storehouse of 3 things. Mind is a store. After this session, we should tell everything by heart. That is why I am repeating so many times. Mind is a storehouse of 3 things. What are those 3 things? You can remember? No. Thinking, feeling, willing, that mind doesn't do. I'll tell you about that. You remind me after that. So all of you have heard these TED Talks. TED Talks, very famous, very wonderful speakers they invite. So you should remember TED. If you remember TED, this is the three functions, important functions of mind. T means mind is a storage of thoughts. Mind is a storage of experiences. And mind is a storage of desires. These are the three things. What are the three things? What is the mind has? Storage of thoughts, experiences, desires. Now if I bring somebody from African jungle, okay, the jungle person, and in front of him I'll keep rasmalai. Doesn't get agitated at all. Why? First time first time whatever you see, you don't get attracted. Right? Because you don't have experience. He doesn't have any experience. So, mind has experience. Mind has three things: thoughts, experience, and desire. Mind does two things. Mind does two things. What is these two things? Sankalpa and Vikalpa. Acceptance and rejection. Accept or reject. Accept or reject. Accept or reject. So, for this, it is like a mind is like a child. If you see children, mothers, fathers can say, small children, they have only two things. I will eat or I will not eat. I want or I don't want. They don't have any negotiation skills. They can't negotiate. We have capacity to negotiate. But kids, they don't have negotiation skills. They can't negotiate. Either yes or no. I want. I want chocolate, I want chocolate. Eat food, I don't want food, I don't want. So mind behaves like a child. What are the two things? Vikalpa. English? Accept or reject. Accept or reject. Mind is a storage of? Then this is about mind. So now there is above that mind. So Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Indriyani paranyahur indriyebhyah param manaha manasastu para buddhi. So this is the hierarchy Krishna gives. First there are senses, and above senses there is mind. Above mind there is intelligence. Now what does intelligence do? Whom do you call a person intelligent? Now all Matajis will answer. All Prabhujis you can just see. Whom do we call as an intelligent person?
Who is smart, who has a lot of knowledge.
Lot of knowledge. How do you know he has a lot of
Because
knowledge?
when you ask anything, he has answers for everything.
That means one who gets first rank in the school, college. Because he has whatever he can. Now, I have a further question for this. You know, doctors to get into medicine is very difficult, right? And in that, to get into cardiology is a heart surgeon, person who does operation. Cardiology, to get into cardiology is further complicated. And to crack that exam and to become a cardiologist, is it not easy? Definitely should be an intelligent. Okay, I work with radiology and cardiology department, so I know doctors personally. So one of the top cardiologists in Bangalore, they are chain smokers. They are chain smokers. They consult, the patient will come, they say, you have got heart, there is a problem. Do you smoke? Yes sir, I smoke. No, if you smoke, continue, you will die. No sir, so you have to give up. He says, okay. Then they will take a break and smoke and come. Then another person comes. So operation theatre, OT is ready, he will go for operation. He operates, he sees lot of smoking set out. Not in the smoke, but there is a heart, entire veins and all, it is blocked. So he operates, then he tells the parents, the people, guardians, please make sure that he should not smoke. Otherwise, further complication. After operation, he goes and smokes and comes. Now, your definition of intelligence, where it is fulfilling here. He is first rank. Throughout his career, throughout his life, first rank. A big doctor. But he is still a smoker. Then this definition doesn't hold good. Then who is an intelligent? Huh? Who gives instructions? No, I'm asking who is intelligent person? One who can discriminate. Yes. Mataji, you want to say something? Boli.
Who can learn from experience.
Huh?
Who can learn from experience.
Who can learn from experience, okay. Now I tell you, what are the intelligence has three functions. When we understand this, life becomes easy. Intelligence has three functions. What it does? First thing, I call it as KPU. You know CPU? What is CPU? Central Processing Unit, one of the major part of a computer. Now in intelligence I say KPU means knowledge processing unit. What is KPU? What it does, KPU does is it gathers information, process it inside, and whenever asked, it reproduces. Mataji, whatever you said, that person is intelligent only in the first level. So he is expert at KPU. He is good at capturing, taking, gathering information, and he is good at processing it. And whenever somebody asks, immediately he can answer it, write it or answer it. So he is good. This is memory and recall. In psychology we call. Memory is good at memory and is good at recall. Somebody may have a lot of information, but he may not know how to recall it properly, timely. He is not considered as an intelligent person. So this is the first level of intelligence. And there is second level of intelligence, it is called discrimination. So a person who knows what is right and what is wrong. And the most important third level is determination. There are still further sensitive bifurcations. I am not going into that. There is Vivekata, so many things. So I'm just, for a basic, this much is sufficient. So what are the three faculties of intelligence? KPU. What is KPU? What does KPU does? Reproducing whatever you have gathered. Memory and recall. That is KPU. Second, discrimination. What discrimination does? What is right and what is wrong. And third, determination. Now, I have got knowledge. I know like doctors, as I gave the example of doctors, coming back to doctors, they have knowledge, they know how to discriminate also, but they don't have determination to follow that. So that means they are not very intelligent. Now coming back to people, our devotees who are even illiterates, they may not have gathered a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, but they have enormous, phenomenal determination to practice Anukulina, Krishna Anusula. All Anukulasya, whatever things are there, Anukula, they will do it to achieve Krishna. So among these three, what is most important part of intelligence is determination. Okay, clear? Now let us come back. How many indriyas, senses we have? 10. What are the 10? Pancha Gnanendriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas. And from Gnanendriya, what Jnana we take? That is Tanmatras. 5 Tanmatras. What are they? Shabda, sound, sight, form, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Smell and taste. These are the 5 Pancha Tanmatras. And Pancha Bhutas. Bhumi, Earth, Water, Air, Fire and Ether. So this Pancha comes together and becomes this Prapancha. So these are the 5 Gnanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas. Above that there is mind. Mind is the storehouse of TED. T, E, D, desires. Then above that there is intelligence. Intelligence has 3 faculties. First, KPU. What is KPU? Knowledge processing unit means memory and recall. And next level, discrimination. And the third level, determination. So now I am coming back to Rasmalai. Favorite. So now Rasmalai is there and we are there and you see and you want to enjoy it. You want to have it, own it, enjoy it. Now first what happens is the entire function, how it works, it's beautiful, amazing creation. First I see. Just imagine you have not seen the Rasmalai. There is no temptation, there is no desire. Right? So Rasmalai is there and you see from the eyes, what does eye? Eye comes into which indriya? Gnanendriyas. So it gives jnana. What jnana? Rasmalai is there. That signal goes to the mind. Next level, authority. You are like a first level engineer, team leader. It goes to team leader, mind. And mind says, mind immediately does its calculation based on TED. Thoughts, experience and desire. It says, Rasmalai is there. I want it. Because the experience is so good, but what it does is accept or reject. It wants to accept it. I want it. Now it is ready to fight. but it cannot, nothing will happen until it is there in the mind. Next it will go to the approval, final approval from the higher management, intelligence. Now intelligence will analyze. Analyze based on you, whether you prove morning there was some temple function. Morning breakfast you had lot of breakfast, lot of sweet rice. Afternoon there was a big feast. Afternoon there was a big feast. Now night again rasmalai you want to eat. Not good for your health. Who does this? Who tells this? Intelligence discriminating based on the knowledge. Intelligence has knowledge about you. For your putting on weight. 6 months ago you were only 50. Now 75 kgs you have become. थोड़ा सोच लो प्रभु. Right? After some time you can't see your shoes. When you are standing big tummy, you can't see your shoes. So a lot of challenges are there. No, you should not eat. So mind, intelligence has knowledge. It has knowledge about the rasmalai, it has knowledge about you. It has made a lot of proper analysis and says that don't eat. Discrimination, and it says don't eat it. What mind does? Mind is like a child. Mind says no, I want it. Then it says no, shut up. No, I want it, I want it, I want it. It starts crying, yelling, no, I want it, I want it. This is how when there is temptation, when we get succumb to temptations, this temptation works like this. It is tempting and you are saying, no, it is not good, it is not good, it is not as per Shastra, it is not as per what my guru said, it is not as my counselor said, mentor said, that, this. Then at that particular point in time, mind wants it. I want it, I want it, I want it. It's crying, crying, screaming. Now if mind is stronger than intelligence, we succumb to that. That is why we need to make our intelligence stronger than the mind. Now intelligence is stronger because intelligence has determination. It says, no, shut up! Bus. Then mind should keep quiet. If you are not doing that, mind will keep crying, keep crying, and keep crying. For all temptations, we fall for it. Then, if intelligence is strong, still mind tries to, okay, at least I will not eat more than 2, 3, at least one rasmalai you can give me, no? Please? Then when you say, shut up! Immediately mind knows, this guy is not going to bend down. Now, thoda negotiation karna hai. At least half. See, everybody are eating 4 rasmalais. At least half. Intelligence, buddhiman, thoda approval. Then intelligence says, okay, have one. Okay? Now intelligence is approved. You are still there. You are still sitting where you are sitting. Now intelligence has approved, that's all. Now the moment intelligence approves, then the signal goes to the legs, working senses. Now working senses are coming into place. Now leg will get up and legs will walk, hands will pick up, put it in the mouth will eat, and you enjoy. Next day morning, other senses also will take care of its duty. Now, when you see a rasmalai, then you come and eat the rasmalai. We know only rasmalai we have eaten. But what all happens behind it? This is how the dynamics, mind mechanism, how it works. Interesting? So, first Jnanendriyas gives jnana, that goes to the mind. Then mind, because of its experiences, mind will say I want it or I don't want it. So then it goes to intelligence for approval, and if intelligence is very determined, it says no means no, that's all. I know, now I have got some friends who are into health, maintaining fitness. These people are crazy. I was thinking devotees are crazy. These people are so crazy. They don't touch sugar, they don't touch good. Very strict diet. Only healthy. Boiled vegetables. Only afternoon only 2 chapatis, little rice, more sabji. Very healthy. Actually, we say healthy, but actually healthy diet means I have lost some weight. Many of my relatives are, oh, you're dieting. I say, I'm not dieting. Then how can you reduce your weight? Because I'm eating healthy food. Now eating chapati, rice, dal, sabji and whatever little healthy sprouts and other things, they feel it as a healthy diet. It is not diet. It is a normal food. Eating junk means you are a normal diet. People think. Then they offer biscuits, they offer some snacks, chips and all. If I say no, why? Why have you become like this? That is craziest thing now. But nowadays many people are becoming little health conscious. So this is how the mind, everything works. So then somebody was saying about thinking, feeling, willing. Where does this fit in? There is thinking, there is feeling, and there is willing. Okay. What is the time? Till what time we have?
We are open, Puji, anytime. Whatever devotees feel.
So tell me, let us ask Anandila bro, till what time I should continue? Based on your time, I will think whether one more concept, small concept, should I take it or can we close it? 7:50, okay. He's magnanimous, he's got big heart. All of you are okay to hear one more concept? So this is about thinking, feeling and willing. Because he brought this point, it is, I thought, a very connected topic. How to put it? Okay, so now, whenever you see some small kids, very chubby, rosy lips, and pink cheeks, what is your feeling? What do you say? Cute, sweet baby, right? Chunu. Then I was one day I was talking with one. There was one intellectual devotee also next to me. I said, "So sweet baby." Then he said, "How do you know he's sweet?" Then I went and licked it. For them, that is what we have to answer. Right? We also say, right, for baby, sweet, cute baby. Sweet baby came. Then we also say one more interesting word called my sweetheart. Hi sweetheart, right? We say. And husbands say for wife sweetheart, wives say husband sweetheart. And whenever there is a relationship breaks and we say she broke and when she breaks my heart, I should go to cardiologist. His heart, correct, no? Wrong. Many people come to temple. Some culture, they call me, they come to my office. Rosie, very important topic I want to discuss with you. Many years they have not spoken much with me. So like simple questions they ask. Whenever they say some important thing I want to discuss with you, then I know what topic they are going to discuss. Then I say, please come. Because they can't hold it in the heart also for a long time. So even though I am busy, I tell them, okay, you please come. Let us discuss. I discuss and thoda light karke wapas. So she broke my heart, he broke my heart. Now, who would like to answer this question? When I say my sweetheart, when I like my wife, I say I sweetheart. When I don't like, I say she broke my heart. Why? How somebody can break my heart? I myself don't know where is my heart. Really, such an amazing creation. From the time the conception happens, first thing to prove, doctors show you heartbeat. From that day, still like 42 years I am now. 42 years my heart is beating. I still don't know, I have not seen my heart. I don't even hear my heartbeat. Just imagine this fan sound, can you hear? Now it is somehow in the background. In the night time when there is complete silence, this irritates. You can't even sleep properly. But there is some pumping is happening. It's happening inside, but I can't hear. What an amazing creation, really. One of my friends was saying, I was, from last 15-20 years, I work in IT with my laptop. I used to work in the IT company. I was frustrated. I thought, I will resign the company. I have made sufficient money, I want to resign. So he resigned. Then he hears so many motivations. People said, resign and keep quiet. In the silence, you just hear your heart. A lot of peace, soothing her. Then he resigned first day. He said 3 days he took off and he went to some God section side, Sahyadri side. He took a homestay. There inside the room, complete silence. He was just hearing his heart. Then in the heart also he was saying, laptop. So much used to laptop. Okay, who would like to answer? Matajis. Matajis are expert at heart. They have got very big heart, soft heart, mild heart. No? Our husbands are laughing. Your wife has come? Okay. Okay. Yeah, she broke my heart. See, these are all like normal language we use, but it has very, very significant technical understanding also. Because we have not meditated. That is what I am telling you. Why I am again and again I'm saying, whenever you have any concept, anything, you have to meditate. We need to practice meditating. Meditation is not just chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Meditation is not just chanting Hare Krishna mantra. That is also meditation. That is done for the soul. But throughout your day, how are you keeping your consciousness right in a higher spirit? For that, you need to every day meditate. You hear something, you read something. Sometimes I tell you in my life how meditation helped me. For me, whenever I get into depression, all of us we get into depression, right? Low feelings, low. Whenever I get into depression, I go to analysis mode. I analyze a lot. So I went to one of my friend's house. They had put one-liner. That one-liner, at the right time I read that. I was like, when I started my college studies, I completed my school. I entered college. I was into dance, drama, so many all cultural activities. I was like quite famous in the college. So then I was thinking this education system is boring. It has no value. Somehow I started getting hatred against this education system. Then first year, second year, I didn't even study. Then I thought, I will prove to the world that without studies, you can get success. That was my goal. I used to preach to my friends, without studies, I will prove, without education, I will prove to the world that I can be successful. So I was like fired up, fanatic about that. Then somehow in the second year degree, I got introduced to Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj. It was like a love at first sight for me. So then I wanted to become like him. I thought, here is a man, he's an amazing person. Next part of my life, if I have to live like him. So then immediately entire thing changed. At that time, Shubha Vilas Prabhu, they were all the leaders in our base. Then Shubha Vilas Prabhu asked me, you are always coming to temple, attending programs, what about your studies? How much you scored in first year, second year? I said, first year 2 subjects, second year 3 subjects. I have pending, I said. Then he was very angry. Then he said, this is not right. And during first time, base started in Bangalore. Some devotees had come from IIT, everything. And one person came and told me, what have you studied? I am from IIT. Then I thought, such a small degree he has studied. For me, IIT means in Bangalore, we never heard IIT. What we knew is only ITI. He has done some ordinary ITI course. And he's full giving build up that as if he has done something very big. And he was from IIT Kharagpur. I was treating him like a normal IITI person. Then I was laughing inside. Externally, I was compassionate. So then Shubha Vilas Prabhu called me. Then he was asking. Then he was studying. You should study well. You know what that devotee? I know he's IITI. No, he's IITI. Then he said he's IIT. Then I asked him, what is IIT? You don't know IIT? Then I no problem. Then he explained all the hierarchy, everything. Then my mind was blown off. So then at that time I decided, now I have to study. Oh, I was thinking I will not study, then I have to study. So you need some inspiration, right? That one liner in my friend's house, it was, there were 2 black horses, half jumped. And there is one white horse in the middle, fully jumped. Like reached the tape was there, it has touched the tape. And above that, there was one liner, it said, being with a winner makes you a winner. That changed my life. That one liner changed my life. When I read that whole night, I didn't study, I didn't do anything. I was just meditating on this one point. Being with a winner makes you a winner. Now in my life, I want to become a winner. What I should do? I have to be with a winner. So now, anyway, the most important purpose of life is spiritual life. For that, I am with a winner. But now, for my material studies, I can't be with Shubha Vilas Prabhu and score well. Now in the college, who is the best winner? I need to find out. Then there was one person, I still remember his name is Deepak. Is like always first rank. throughout college, whenever there is no class, you would go and sit in the library. So library and study. And when the class is there, he is in the first bench and studies. And whenever we all of our batch, our group, 9 o'clock college, 9 p.m. sharp, 9 a.m. sharp, we are there in the college, directly go to the indoor stadium. Indoor, like carom, chess, and so many other things were there. And whenever there is no class, we would go to movies. So we never used to attend classes. Hardly there was one lecturer who was very humorous. Only his lecture we used to attend because we get to laugh. So then I decided if I have to become a winner in my education, I have to associate with that Deepak. And we used to be, I was always very humorous in the college also. So then I decided I'll be associating with, so that day, period was not there, directly I went to library. When I'm going to library, all my friends are laughing at me, hey, this guy is going to library. They never believed that this person, maybe one day some over enthusiasm they thought. Then I called all my friends, from today onwards I'm going to study, so don't disturb me much. And they would look like this laughing. Inside I also knew anytime I can go with them back, but still there was strong determination. No, I'm going to study. So they were all outside. So then I came inside. I went to this Deepak, who was a first time student. When I sat in front of him, he became very nervous. This guy never came to me. Today has come, what? Because we always used to pull others' legs, so much, make them cry like anything. So he was very, feeling very difficult. Then he asked, hey, what happened? How come you are here in the library? Surprise. Then I said, I have a humble request. Sadvidhi Pradipatena. I need your help. Then he said, I'm happy to help you. What do you want? Then I said, now this is what my entire background. Now I have decided to study. I know outside guys are standing now. If I go with them, I will never improve in my life. At least with respect to studies. So I need your help. Then he said, okay, what help you need? Then I told him, you should teach me how to study, what to study, which subject to start with. There are physics, chemistry, not chemistry, physics, maths, computers. So which subject to study, what to study, everything I asked him. Then, are you okay? Are you normal? Is it okay? Fine. Then I said, no, I'm very determined that I want to study. Then he taught me. Then he told me, first you take up physics, first chapter, second, go by one, how to study everything. Then you believe me or not, 3 months only for exam. Those 3 months, I can't believe myself, I slept hardly 2 hours. Like in 24 hours, only 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours I used to sleep. Remaining time, studies. Mother is calling for breakfast, lunch. With force I used to go. Earlier days I used to go, give me something to eat, give me something. How many times you eat, she used to scold. Now 3 months, such a big transformation, it can happen. That one-liner, and not only that one-liner you will find everywhere. But the intensity of dhyana. Intensity of dhyana, that is meditation. Same with if a boy falls in love with a girl, what he does, a lot of meditation goes on. What she likes, how to impress her, right? So we do so much of hard work to find out what she likes. Then we try to do that so that she gets impressed. And for that also there is dhyana, lot of dhyana meditation should happen. So my point here is, even behind the auto you can find some very, very valuable jewel. Yeah. On the lorry sometimes it's a very interesting jewel. So like that, even in bathroom, even in gents toilet, people write. They become poet when they go inside the toilet. So I saw in one gents toilet, one boy had written, Sheila, never forget me. You want to express his emotion. So from there also what I learned is psychology. So this person, he knows that Sheila, whoever is that, she will never come to this bathroom, at least toilet. He should have expressed outside in front of her. But one thing I understand, this person is definitely an introvert guy. He's introvert, he is not able to express it. But somehow he wants to express it where he is expressing in the wrong place. Expression is right. That proposal is right, but in the wrong place. So like this, everywhere we can learn. From everyone we can learn. So for that, we need to be very alert and we need to meditate on that. So what I do is generally, like nowadays because of Instagram and all those things, I also get some very, very interesting jewel. I also post every day in the WhatsApp, in the Instagram, wherever I have social media. Because first few days I posted, many people started asking me, you post very nicely, please every day you do it. So at least some food for thought. Some food for thought. So what happens that whole day we should meditate on that. We don't know sometimes from small children we may learn something. From our mother, from father, from neighbors. Only thing is, if we are alert, then only we can learn something. If you are not alert, we keep judging people. So alert in the sense, alert to learn, alert to grow. If you have decided that I want to grow and I want to be alert, then we see only the good things and positive things. Otherwise, if you want to see negative things, it is full of negatives. Color, dosha nidhe Rajan. It is a dosha nidhi, ocean of faults. Ocean of faults. So finding faults, finding negatives is just like this. But finding good things is very, very difficult. So from each one of us are definitely gifted with so many positives. So let us see those positives and learn and meditate on that and grow. So coming back to what I wanted to say, we say sweetheart, sweet. What exactly is this? This is, now in our life, whatever we do, as I said, there are karmendriyas. These karmendriyas are hardware. What is hardware? What comes hardware? What are the things comes under hardware? Screen, like keyboard, mouse, wires, all those things are hardware. Without hardware, can the computer work? No. And mind is a software. Without software, nothing will happen. So we need software and hardware. And mind is a wonderful interface between the soul, jiva, and the body. Intelligence. Like intelligence, body, ego, everything is there. But mind is the interface between the soul and our whatever we do in life. I'll explain that, how it is. Now, have you heard this? Have you experienced this? Sometimes we call our friend, Haribol, come, I will give you a party today. Best of the restaurant, Satvam. Whatever you want to eat, you eat. My bill is on me. What am I calling for? I am calling for eating, which is like enjoyment. And this friend says, I don't want to come. Right? I am calling you for eating, you don't pay, Baba. I'll get my car, I'll pick you, I'll drop you, I'll feed you, I'll pay the bill. You just eat and enjoy. Just be with me. He says, I don't want to come. Why? You know what he says? Man nahi hai. Right? So then we call, come, I'll take you to a movie. We'll enjoy your favorite movie, whatever your favorite actor. And you wanted to see anyway, today is my party, bill on me. He says, no, I don't want to come. Why? Man nahi hai. Okay, your favorite sport is swimming. Today I'll take you to the swimming. Come, let's swim. No, I don't want to come. Why? Man nahi hai. Now tell me, to come to a restaurant and eating, you need mind. Eating requires hands and mouth, tongue. Why are you bringing mind in between? For swimming, you need swimsuit and you need to swim in the water. Why are you bringing mind? Software is corrupted. Getting my point? So mind acts as an interface. Now, I'll give you 3 mathematical equations to understand this. So, mind plus brain is equal to thoughts. This is the equation. Mind plus heart is equal to emotions or feelings. Mind plus body is equal to action or willing. Mind plus brain is equal to thinking. Mind plus brain is equal to thinking. Mind plus heart is equal to feeling, emotions, and mind plus body is willing or action. This is how it works. And for everything we need mind. Without the mind, thinking, feeling, willing, nothing happens. So without the mind, thinking, feeling, willing, nothing happens. So that's how it works. It's a interesting thing. Now you understood? So without mind anything happens? No. For everything you need mind. For eating you need mind. For sleeping you need mind. For walking you need mind. For everything you need mind. Because mind is an interface. Important interface. Or a software. Right? Computers also it works like that only. No? If mind is corrupted, nothing happens. Now I will come to sweetheart. When I say cute Radhika, what is happening? There is a feeling which is sweet. That is why I say my sweetheart. Sweetheart means it is not that I tasted her heart or my heart is sweet. Nothing like that. It is basically there is a feeling in my heart which is sweet. So I say sweetheart. And when there is a relationship break, there is a negativity in my heart. So for that negativity I am saying it is broken. My heart is broken. Actually speaking, heart is not broken. Everything is in place, proper place. But feelings are not right. Because of negativity, the feelings are broken. There is no sweet feeling. So that's why I say my heart is broken. Okay? So now coming back to today's verse. Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha. When we meditate on that, we want to own it. We get a desire to get that Sangha or own it. Then that Sangha, if you get, greed will increase. If you don't get, you will get angry. Kama, Sangat, Savijayate, Kamaha, Kama, Krodo Vijayate, Kroda Avijayate. And from Kroda, when you get angry, what happens? Kroda Bhavati Sammoha, there is Moha. In anger, you are in moha. That means you are not in a right stability. You are not stable. There is a research done. Once there was an infant child. The small child was born. Just 15 days, 20 days. Child. It died. And when they did the analysis, medical analysis, they found out the child has drunk poison. Child can't even go turn also. How child will go and take the poison and drink? Then they found out mother's milk, breast milk had poison. And when they did further analysis, because 15 days old child, what it can drink, where it can water. Only source of something food is mother's milk. And mother had a fight with the father, husband, because of that anger, the chemicals had formed, and then the breast milk had turned into poison. And the child died. Anger has that much effect. That's why I say, whenever we are angry, we want to, like I am angry on him, Shiva Prabhu, I want to hurt him. What I do? I take a hot charcoal and throw it on him. What happens to him? He'll get burnt. Before that, my hand is getting burnt. This is the result of anger. Whatever we do in anger, first actually it hurts us. Do you remember anybody when they are terrifically angry and they made a stable decisions? You can't make right choices, right decisions when you are angry. So that is the point. So Kama, Krodha, when you are in Krodha, Moha will attack. You are not stable. You will make 99.9% you are going to make wrong choices, wrong decisions. That's why whenever you are unstable, don't make any decisions. Please wait for water is boiling. When water is boiling, can you see the water content in the water? You can't see. It is boiling, bubbles are there. So allow it to cool down. After once it cools down, then you can see the water clearly. Same with the mind. When you are angry means my mind is boiling. There is a lot of bubbles, you can't see things, no clarity. After cool down, that is why whenever there is some fight or something, you want to scold someone, right? You all feel? At least beating though, I hope that nobody is beating. At least we want to give them back on face. What do you do? Whenever you want to scold someone, you write an email. Whatever you want to scold, write in an email. Don't leave a single point. Write all the email nicely, keep it in draft for 24 hours. Don't send. You thought I'll ask you to send it, no? Don't send it, wait for 24 hours. After 24 hours, again sit in front of the email and again read it. You will make a lot of editing. You will change a lot. So then after that, if you still want to send it, you can send. Otherwise, delete it. But write it. Writing is very important because it has to vent. You have to vent it out. Otherwise, it will keep inside. It will turn into poison. We will start meditating upon that. So whenever you want to scold your wife, write a WhatsApp big message. Don't send it. Don't send it. That is most important. Writing is important. Not sending is also very important. And after a few hours, review it. Then if you feel the need, make necessary changes and then only send it. So Krodhat Bhavati Samoha, Sammohat Smriti Vibhramaha. Because in that Sammoha, when you are in Moha, you can't remember anything. Smriti, there is no Smriti. You can't remember anything. Even though you are intelligent, even though you have read everything, but in that boiling stage, things you are not stable, nothing comes to your mind. Then what happens? Smriti Pramshat, Buddhi Nasho. Because you can't remember things, Buddhi is gone because you can't make right decisions. Buddhi, function of Buddhi is one of the important things is to make this decision, KPU, discrimination. For that you don't have clarity on what basis you make discrimination because everything is boiling now in front of you. So Buddhi Nashat, when Buddhi is also not working, next stage is fall down, Pranashriti. So Krishna has spoken in 2 verses, I have spoken for last 1.5 hours, but all these things happen in fraction of second. Right? Something happens, immediately we see, come and eat, immediately somebody does something on face, we will blast them. You this fellow, I should not have married you. Right? And these 2 statements only I have spoken. And they come for counseling. And wife says, Prabhuji, I married this person. In the beginning, he was so colorful. He was speaking so nicely. Now he is saying, use this fellow to me, Prabhuji. My father never scolded me like this. And who is this guy who is scolding me like this? Oh, okay. What else is scolded? Use this fellow and what else I said? I should not have married you, he is saying. And what else he said? Only these 2 statements which hurt me a lot. So that 2 statements throughout life wife will remember or husband will remember. That day when I got married, within 1 month, 2 months you are scolding me like this. That day only I could have gone to my mother's place. But still I am living with you, tolerating you. So it is my compassion towards you. So like that many things will happen. So on that particular point in time, because we spoke something on face, at that time we could have controlled. After going home, when the time is very nice, I'll tell you a simple example. All of you know Sadayogi Prabhu, there was one Brahmachari in ICC temple. Now he is in Dharwad temple. So he is in Saffron, this Brahmachari is in Saffron. And he went to, Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj had come to Dharwad for some program. And this Brahmachari, he was on the smartphone, he was talking outside, walking and talking, something, he was resolving some big conflict, everything happened. Then Maharaj saw him. And after that, there was a program, so many things happened. Then finally he came to drop Maharaj to Belgaum, so he drove and after reaching in Belgaum, and after dinner, so Maharaj went to this Sadayogi Prabhu and he said, Sadayogi Prabhu, how are you? How was the prasadam? Maharaj, very nice, Maharaj. Belgaum is, you yourself are sweet. On top of that, they are giving so many sweets. And he also glorified Maharaj everything. Then he said, come with me. Then he put his hand on me, on him, and he was walking. And he said, when I came to Dharwad, I saw you that on a smartphone, you are wearing a dress of a sadhu, shaven head, and in the main road, in the public, you are just walking aggressively and talking on the phone. Doesn't look good. What do you say? Try to avoid speaking like this in a public forum. Whenever you want to talk, go inside the room and solve the problems. And Sadayogi Prabhu was telling me, he could have directly called me, you rascal, come here, what nonsense you're doing. I would have been happy. But Maharaj had so much of patience that at that time he tolerated. He wanted to give feedback, but he tolerated and he waited for the right time. When prasadam is full, you don't get angry. Empty stomach, don't give me feedback. Even if wives wants to give feedback to husbands, first feed them nicely. Once they are satisfied, you rascal, you tell them, no, they don't mind. Right? So after prasadam everything, he put on, Maharaj is walking with him. On top of it is, Maharaj has put a hand on me. So much of like kingly feelings. And then he is getting the feedback. Don't do that. And that was very sweetly spoken. So this is how we need to give feedback. It is an art. Actually, speaking is an art. Giving feedback is a completely different art. That requires a lot of maturity, a lot of wisdom, and a lot of sensitivity. So with this thing, I'll stop here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Let us quickly recap what all we discussed. So we started with this sloka. We started saying that how our life, our entire life is nothing but
Full of choice.
question and answers. Our whole life is nothing but Q&A, question and answers. Right from the morning till we sleep, there are so many questions. In every stage, there are questions, there are answers, and all the scriptures are nothing but the question and answers. Then we discussed about this Dhyato Vishayan Pumsa Shloka. Then we discussed about the importance of dhyana, meditation. With that, to understand this dhyana, I had to speak so much about the mind. Then we spoke about 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, 5 Tanmatras, Pancha Tanmatras, then Pancha Bhutas. Then the entire creation is made up of Prapancha, we discussed. So then above this senses, there is mind. Mind is a storage of 3 things. What are those? Dead. Thoughts, experiences, and desires. Suddenly some desire comes, suddenly some thought comes, it is happening in the mind. And mind does 2 things. Accept or reject, sankalpa or vikalpa. Then above the mind there is intelligence. Intelligence has 3 functions. What are the 3 functions? First is, what is KPU? Knowledge processing unit. Then what exactly knowledge processing unit does? Memory and recall. Right time. Then second, discrimination. What is discrimination? What is right and what is wrong? And then determination. So I forgot what to mention one point. The most important point about discrimination and determination is knowledge. So if you want to increase determination, knowledge is required and right association is required. So association and knowledge helps us to make our intelligence stronger. Because if our intelligence is not stronger, then mind overtakes. Then whatever mind is sankalpa, it is asking, we have to give it. To say mind shut up, for that intelligence has to be stronger. Right? Intelligence we discussed. So then we discussed how Krishna conscious, not only Krishna conscious, even in our life, if you want to achieve anything, we need to meditate on that. Even if it is material thing to achieve, spiritual thing to achieve, anything to achieve in life, we need to meditate. Because every creation happens minimum twice. One on the paper, one on practicality. So this meditation only will help us to reach our goals in any materially or spiritually. So then we discussed about how when we start meditating on that, we give example of a MP3 player, how we get attracted. Suddenly somebody is speaking about some movie, so much they speak about that, we start meditating on that, then we want to associate. So that Sangha, Kama will come, and Kama is very dangerous. Kama is too dangerous because it can even turn mother's milk into poison and the baby children can die. That much power it has got. So then in Krodha is like a boiling water. Lot of bubbles are there. You can't see things clearly. That is why Sammoha, it is in Moha. And when you are in Sammoha or Moha, you can't get clarity in life. So you can't remember things properly because you are obsessed with that particular situation at that point in time only. So you can't remember anything. So there is no smriti. If there is no smriti, then you can't make right decision. Then smriti vibrava, buddhi nasha, then buddhi will get destroyed. And from when the moment buddhi is destroyed, you can't make right decision. That is a recipe for destruction. So we fall down completely. So thank you all. Any questions and answers? Q&A. No, heart only. Not heart. The feeling comes from the heart. Heart, but it doesn't come hard. It is Panchatattva. It is made in with Panchabhutas. It is a material thing, but brain is a material thing. But mind, with the mind, it works, it makes thoughts are generated. Heart is a material thing, but with the mind is Sukshma Sharira. With Sukshma Sharira, heart creates feelings. Like that. Yes, Simon.
Regarding experience,
Huh.
like we saw that mind recalls the experience what we had in the past, pleasure and pain. Now, if you take example of a person who was drinking or smoking, and he got cancer and even he got some treatment and it was very painful. Now, next time when he gets the object again, he will remember the pleasure also, but it involves the pain also so much. So still, right, mostly he go for pleasure only. So that time intelligence is not coming into picture, he just is caught in that experience only. So mind is not helping him to remember bad experience, but only pleasurable experience. So similar situations in other places, how we can...
Yeah. Mind is remarkably selective actually. I'll give you another example. Devotee
Not
example.
allow intelligence to get into...
I will give you a devotee example. Forget about smoking and drinking. Now we go to some program, there is a feast, and we eat till here. So, how many of you have experienced overeating? Overeat, we can't even get up also. Sometimes we can't even get up also, we need help. And you almost like feeling vomiting also. Very difficult. When you have done overeating, after overeating, you make one promise. What is the promise?
I will never...
I will never eat again this way. I will never do overeating next time. Right? Now today I have done overeating. I have vomited. So much of pain while vomiting. When I was eating, it was very wonderful, good experience. But vomiting was very bad experience, painful experience. But after this, I made a vow. I took a vow that next time I will never do overeating. Again next time, next month, again some devotees home, they call and there is a big feast. What do? So here, mind remembers the positive part of the feast, which is the items. But mind is not remembering the negative part of the feast, that is vomiting. It doesn't, that's how it works. That is why we need to have our intelligence stronger. If intelligence is not strong, then we get succumb to the mind's proposals. We fall for it. Whether you take devotee or the person who is a drunkard, for him also, he has to get the knowledge about that cancer or liver infection. For those who drink, they don't get cancer, they get liver infection. So liver gets damaged. So if liver gets damaged, whole body collapses. So life becomes main criteria for them. Once they get that knowledge, they will give up. If still they don't get that, still they succumb because they have not made their intelligence stronger. Finally, the point here is we need to make our intelligence stronger and stronger and stronger.
It is because of intelligence only he remembers that I suffered last.
No, that is experience. That is experience. Experience also there. No? Experience is mind's function. Intelligence is knowledge, analysis. Okay? Anybody else? All clear?
Write the book.
Being with a winner. Makes you a winner.
So sometimes we also see so many things. We overlook those things. Only at certain point of a time. That thing is timeless. You must have read so many books earlier also. You had all the capabilities which were earlier also. Certain points, certain things will strike you in the right moment. And only those things begins. Like initially you asked who can understand Bhagavad Gita. So we were giving examples who is Sanskrit scholar and who is knowledge about this. But if a person is not seeking those answers, even though a person is very literate, he will not be able to understand.
Yeah. All of you heard the question? No?
Hey, Guruji, speak louder.
No, it is. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Prabhuji said that he read one quote and that almost entirely changed his life. So he wanted to succeed in one way, he succeeded in another way. So sometimes we also see so many things, but they don't inspire us. But sometimes a normal thing can inspire us. So what are those things that?
What is the question? Nice question.
Why some things inspire some people at some time? Because that time that person had hunger. It depends on how hungry you are. If you are hungry, you will cook. If you are not hungry, you will complain. Salt is not good, this is not good, this is not right. That is, there is saying, Kamaturanam na bayam lajjam. Vidyaturanam na sukham na nidra. You know what is the meaning? Very interesting. One who is very kami, lusty, for him, Kamaturanam na bayam, na lajja. No baya, no shame for that person. And Vidyaturanam, a person who is after Vidya, na sukham na nidra. If you want sukha and nidra, you don't get Vidya. Arthaturanam na gurur na bandhu. If you are after money, you'll forget guru, relatives, family, everything. Just focus on money. Arthaturanam na gurur na bandhu. Kshudaturanam, one who is hungry. Kshudaturanam na ruchir na pakwa. You don't need any ruchi, you don't need any pakwata. Anything you give, even if somebody gives you parleji, you say thank you Prabhuji. So finally, why some things inspire somebody? Like Prabhupada, for Prabhupada, Saraswati Thakur said, it is not Saraswati Thakur gave only instruction to Prabhupada only. No. Saraswati Thakur's instruction, it was a standing instruction to everybody who came to him. You know English language, go and preach in America. You know English language, go and preach in Western world. It was a standing instruction, but everybody was sitting. It was only Prabhupada who stood up and achieved that. So Prabhupada, it depends on your hunger too. When you are hungry for knowledge, when you are hungry for growth, you can see everywhere what I can learn, how I can grow. Those who are hungry, they will get it. So at that time I was hungry. I wanted something actually for me to, some push, that inspired me. And because of today's class, somebody else may get inspired and they may take it up.
The same thing, you chose a winner who was academic. You did not chose a person who wanted to go in another field.
Correct.
Why you chose?
Because my goal was scoring now. I had failed, I had to pass and I had to get good marks also. Academically I wanted to grow. So academically who was a winner? My friend was a first time person. So I chose him. Spiritually I got here and materially, academically I wanted to grow. Similarly, you need to choose the field and choose the expert in that field. That is Tadvidi Pranipatena Pariprashana Sevaya. If you want to learn swimming, you need to go and you cannot go to a devotee, Prabhuji, can you teach? Vivek Prabhu. He himself doesn't know swimming. What he will teach? Just because he is a devotee, it is not that you can accept him as a guru, swimming guru. No. Right, Prabhu? Or your expert is swimming? Yes.
Here giving classes for that you have to give time to Krishna. So based on like time the karma will giving class for. So is it the same case here? Because
Is that?
in the same case here, like I see some code and I am inspired and I do something big. So it's like maybe the karma is fructifying at that time.
No, karma definitely will play its role, but we can't take that as a reason for doing or not doing. For us, we want to achieve, you do it. Okay, I want to achieve, like I am starting a business, I want to make money. My goal is 10 crores. So now whether my karma will work, whether my mother will help me, whether my wife will give approval, I don't care. I have my business, I have to do, I have to work, I have to slog. And I have to focus. I have to do that. But whether will I get it or not, that is karma. So karma is not action. Karma is a consequence of action. So I am bothered only about action. I am not bothered about the consequence of the action. I want positive consequence, but that is not in my hands. That is in Krishna's.
You said if you write a goal, it will complete.
If you read,
Write the goal.
write the goal. Okay.
50%.
I didn't say if you complete. At least you get motivation. At least you know what you want.
Yeah.
If you don't write, you don't know what you want. Most of our devotees also, if I ask what is your goal, if you want to test, I can test now. None of us we make any goals, bro. And those means basically what I mean. You should have financial goals. You have relationship goals. You have right. Then you have study goals. Like Prabhupada book studies goals. How many of you have study goals? On written on paper. So that is my point. Spiritual goals. What are your spiritual goals? Don't say Golok Vrindavan and all. What are your spiritual goals? Right now, where am I? Right now, have you analyzed yourself where you stand or where I stand? And from here, where I have to go next step? So only Goloka is very nice to say, but we are struggling with our senses, Baba. Jayado Vishaya Pumsam, we are struggling here. Because Jnana, you check your app history, you will understand where we stand. Right? Yeah. So it helps us. When you write on the paper, it helps you, it motivates you. That is what. Did I answer your question? Okay. Wait, bro, after a lot of thinking, you have come up with one question, I know.
No, I'm writing down the point.
Okay.
Because I was reading 13th chapter,
Huh.
and the way you explained 25 elements, I never thought it was very good.
Okay, we'll close here. Hare Krishna. Now our favorite program. Hare Krishna. Where is Mallikarjun Prabhu? Yes, Prabhu. Hmm. Yeah, it also depends on the hunger, bro. We are not picking up the Prabhupada books. That's what I say. Devotees, if you take their mobile and you see Facebook last seen 20 minutes ago, WhatsApp last seen 2 minutes ago, Instagram last seen 2 seconds ago, Prabhupada book 2.5 years ago. Last seen. So that means we are not hungry for knowledge, spiritual knowledge. We are not hungry for growth. So we need to develop that hunger. So that is what one thing is we need to be in association. Second thing is meditation. Meditation, I'm not here mentioning only about spiritual meditation. I'm talking about what I want in my life. How much are you meditating about yourself? Only if you meditate on what you want in life, then only you will be able to achieve. No, that is the first level. If you have not meditated about what you want, it should be like daily meditation for us. Whether your financial goals or relationship goals, you need to meditate about your wife and children also. If you see even fish, tortoise raises their kids by meditation from distance. So how much are we meditating about ourselves, our growth, your physical growth, financial growth, spiritual growth? So at least, see, this is what our life now, otherwise what we have to do in our life? Otherwise what are we doing in our life? If you are not meditating on our growth in our life, about our life, what else are we meditating about? Whatever else you are meditating about, that is not required. We need to change, slowly we need to change it. That can happen with the association of devotees easily. Okay? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sagar Prabhu, Satya Narayan Prabhu, for joining online. Thank you. Hari Bol. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Let us thank Pradeep Prabhu and Mataji for graciously allowing us to come here and be a part of this wonderful satsang. Thank you very much. Let us express by 3 times loudly chanting Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And thank you Rohan Prabhu for organizing many things and online sessions also. Thank you Rohan Prabhu. 3 times loudly. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you.
Prabhu and Rohan Bhai for organizing. Like it's for all of our benefit. And so thank you for giving your time in your busy schedule. Understand, because kids also have exams and Prabhuji has some office work and family duties. But still Prabhuji took time to benefit all of us. And every time Prabhuji pushes us to meet, congregate with all the Grahastas so that we can inspire each other and progress in Bhakti together. So let's thank Prabhuji. 3 times loudly chanting. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol!
Thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you all very much for your attentive hearing.
So very stirring.
Huh?
I was feeling some manthan is happening.
Really?
A lot of concepts.
Basic concepts only, but required.
Yes, bro. Yeah. Okay.